Hi guys, Ron here. Today is Thursday, January the 17th, I believe. Um, this is for Kamryn, Dion, and Addison. It's not a public site, so it'll be a private site, so I'll be able to talk to you guys a little bit here and tell you what's going on. This is a station that's going to be called Kamryn, Colorado. Now I'll go slow so the film director can pick this up, but there's a little sign that's going right up here. Can you get, oops, well, so much for that sign. I don't know if Steve can get that or not. Can you, Steve? Want to pick it up? The station looks pretty bad condition right now, but it's really not. I'm going to try this again. Let's see if you can focus down. Can you focus on that? Kamryn, Colorado. All right, Kamryn, you got your own station there. Now, that's going to go right there. Now, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it will. And then we have for Dion bypass. Dion, this is a little sign that's going to be for the bypass. Let's see. Will that pick that up? I'll go real slow and hold it. All right. Very tiny. I got to put it on a sign post. The Dion, the bypass is equivalent to the distance from the Antonito station to lava tanks, about that far. And it bypasses the main line. And that's so trains coming and going can run basically opposite directions on the same track, and the bypass, of course, bypasses the main track. Now, what we're going to do at this point, if the cameraman can pick this up, I'm going to hold it real still. These are known as surface mount LED white lights. And the object of the game is to be able to solder two small wires, one on each of these connectors. One's plus, one's minus. So they're sensitive to polarity. And we'll supply that with a 12-volt supply. And this has 3M brand adhesive tape on the back. Pull it off. And then we're going to stick it up under the roof line, and I cannot demonstrate very good, but it's going back in there a little ways. And that will line up the platform. Steve's motion for me.
Tilt the station a little bit.
I tilt the station, the sign's going to
There you
fall
go.
off.
There you go. Okay, so it's going to go up underneath there.
It'll go up underneath there.
Gotcha.
Yes. All right, now.
Like a fluorescent lights.
That's what it is. Now, to make that work, we have some very tiny, it's number 30 gauge wire wrap. We have one that's blue for negative, and we have one that's red for positive. This is small stuff, guys. In fact, it's so small. It's bigger than a piece of thread, but it's pretty small. So we're going to break this film up in segments, and the idea is to strip off this insulation with the stripper. There it is. I'm going to take a soldering iron. We're going to try to solder that tiny wire to that little piece of copper right there. So are they able to see that, Steve? I'm not getting much comment out of my cameraman. That's your Uncle Steve Addison back there running this thing. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll come back after I do it, and I'll show you a little bit more about what's going to happen. Before we break this segment, we're going to run that small wire through a piece of white tubing, and it's actually heat shrink tubing. So when we apply heat to it, the tubing will shrink up around the wire. It will look like a piece of conduit on the inside of the station wall, so you won't even know there's any wires in there. And then we'll bring that wire down through this little opening, which on this particular station represents going down to a basement. So I'm going to turn it over, and you'll see a hole. If we can get this, maybe I can't. There's the hole, that's the inside of the steps, and that goes to a basement. Now the other thing I'll point out to you that we did on the station, Joan, that's your grandmother, Addison. We went in and we put this dark smoked plastic around all the window frames inside the station. It gives it a modern reflective look. Now, that plastic comes from some special eye shades that they give grandmother when they do the laser treatments on her eyes, and it's with a little heat to it and molding, we can make it lay out flat, and it's perfect for what we want to accomplish here. So any lighting that we have inside that area will be mounted to the roof of the building. There's the roof. And it'll be up here, and then we'll put the roof on. So what you'll see lights in the building, but you won't be able to see the light itself. And with that, we'll stop this video, and then I'm going to do the soldering, and then we'll put this on, come back, see if it works. Okay, guys, I'll see you in just a little bit. Bye. Hi, guys, we're back again. Got it mounted. Not exactly where we wanted, but that's the strip. You look, follow the little tool. Basically, that's a wire wrap stripper and wire wrapping tool. So what we're going to do, put a little power on it, turn electricity on, a little 9-volt battery, flip the switch, and there we have fluorescent lighting at the Kamryn station, the first of some of the lighting that goes in. So with that said, we'll move on to another section, see if we can get some more lighting on the interior of the station. That'd be this part right here. Okay, cameraman, turn it off.